Okay, so have a look now at this campaign that we've got with the Bing ads. I've tidied it up a bit. We had before 618 keywords. I've cut it down now to 98 keywords, and I've kept basically all the keywords that had any impressions whatsoever. Okay, so that gets rid of all the other ones. And now what I can do is I can start to basically come down from the amount of clicks and see how much money we're paying and the commercial intent, and I can cherry pick the keywords I want to use for a new campaign. So basically I can pause this ad group, I can create a new ad group. The new ad group will just have the keywords identified from here to be able to use for the purpose of getting commercial intent keyword clicks, okay, to a sales page, for example. So what I'm going to do now is, before I pause this, I will let it run for another day or two, but I'm going to change the landing page URL. So right now in Warrior Plus I have like a mini launch. There's no affiliates emailing that as far as I'm aware. I've sent about 3 or 4 emails from my own list. We've done just over 100 sales in the Warrior Plus. We did some sales before the Warrior Plus in Zaxa as well. So I think we've got probably more than 200 sales altogether for that particular product right now, which is it's okay for right now because we're in the pandemic, etc. But what I can do is I can bring in affiliates, and if I'm going to do that, then I'm better to put my prices up, not $21, but make it like $27 and $37 for 1 and 2 computer license. But in the meantime, what I can do is I can replicate that same funnel that I've got in the Warrior Plus into Zaxa, because in Zaxa we don't have the funnel. What we've got in Zaxa is we've got a bundle offer in Zaxa where they can get 3 different softwares for $97. What we can do here though is we can just replicate the same funnel in Zaxa.com. Now why I want to do that is because I'm going to change the landing page for these. So this is getting about 150 clicks a day. Okay, 150 clicks a day on average. Right now, there's 2 ways I can do this. I can keep it like this and get that 150 days going to the same sales funnel, just with Zaxa.com buy buttons. That way I don't mess up my stats in Warrior Plus. I don't make a mess of that at all. My stats right now are about 20% conversion. That's 1 in 5 people that land on the landing page, on the sales page, are buying, and it's about $5 or $6 earnings per click. I think it's just over $5 the last time I looked, but it was $6 yesterday at one point. So that will jump up and down between 5 and 6 hopefully for the next day or so. I don't want to mess with that. I will send more of my own email list traffic to that and tell them, look, the price is going to go up, we're going to let affiliates come in or whatever, and basically anybody who buys from the Zaxa version, then I can upsell them later in a day or two the Bing Ads Ppc Recipe. Okay, so the Bing Ads excuse me, Bing Ads Ppc Recipe is going to be ready tonight, and basically what we're doing there is replicating the same settings that we've got here. And don't forget, I'm working this with 2 different accounts, okay, and we're working this with different ads as well and different ad groups as well. In here I've just set one up quickly. I got one of the guys who's helping me to set up in this account quickly, so that I've got this one for when I'm doing my videos, etc. You can see we've got 8 different ads in here, and we're testing different things and seeing which ones is getting the most impressions and stuff like that. We're being able to see what's working and what's not working. So all that information, we can take those small tweaks that we need to do and put it into the PPC recipe. Okay, so all the things that we're learning, however small, goes into that PPC recipe as best as we can, and with a mini course that goes along with it, explaining stuff like I'm explaining this to you now. Okay, so what we can do then is get those people who are buying from the YouTube SEO sales in Zaxa, from the D-Day sales in Zaxa, and when we release the Bing one, we're going to send them over there. And how do we do that? Well, we can do it with autoresponder. So we can send them an autoresponder when they buy and say, thank you, here's your license, etc. We can send them another one day later and say, hi, just checking in, making sure that you're okay, and if you need anything you can contact us via support or in a Facebook group or Skype, whatever it might be, I don't know. And what we can do then is we can have a follow-up. So maybe 2 days later we say, by the way, did you get to start getting penny clicks yet from your YouTube ads. You've got to make sure you use the tool, because if you don't use the tool, it's just going to sit there, and all you have to do is fill in the blanks. All you have to do is put some ad copy, set your ad budget, click a button, and watch the traffic come in. And when the traffic starts coming in, it gets exciting, because you're watching these stats and you can play with it, and you can tweak it, and you can optimize it, and you can get traffic to offers, and you can make money, and it's exciting once you get to play with it like that. But here's the thing, we've also got one for Bing Ads as well that we're just releasing today, and because it's released today, you get it for just $21, but it's only going to be $21 for a few days. So that way you're getting more people buying from my list, which means my list is able to push those stats up. More sales, better conversion rates, earnings per click, etc. And that way, when the affiliates really pushing me to promote this, I said to him, yeah, you can promote it, but I need to put the price up if I'm going to put like affiliates in. Okay, so the affiliates coming in, I'll tell them it needs to be $27 and $37. I will make less sales, maybe, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to get a higher quality of customer coming in that way, because the thing is with affiliates, they put their own angles on their email promotions, and sometimes they can sell hope a little bit too much. I would rather show them the data. I would rather, get them excited by letting them see what I see, and they can make up their own mind. But I don't want to sell them hope, like make $300 a day on the Bing and stuff like that. I don't want to do that. Okay, there's a whole bunch of videos on YouTube that got this kind of headlines. You can see it here. $100 a day on Bing. Case study 4,800 in 17 days, etc., etc. Now that's what those typical sales pages would do, and that sells. But who does it sell to? Are these sort of pre-qualified sales? Not always. Okay, here's why. They come in based on what they have been sold on an affiliate email. Okay, let's take it from an SEO perspective. Just for example, I actually cancelled the launch not that long ago, about a year ago. I was supposed to do a launch. I just stopped communicating with the guy because it wasn't going to work. Okay, because he wanted me to put in fake earnings on my sales page. I didn't want to do that. Why? Well, first of all, I don't need to put in fake anything on my sales page, because it wasn't a make money online product. Okay, it was a ranking product. It was a ranking product. It was actually a version of VidAttack Alpha. We were going to sell it like $20 or $27. It's a ranking tool. I had plenty of case studies of page one rankings. Here's what happens if you do things like that. You get people who are buying, who are coming in, because they think they're going to make money. Then this JV manager gets to walk away, look like a hero, and you're left with the support. And people are saying, hey, I'm not making money, I'm not making money, I'm not making money. And you're sitting there saying, well, it's a ranking tool, it's not a make money tool. You need to do some marketing. Once you've got your page one rankings, you need to have good marketing there. And there you have that separation of the hope, the expectation, and the reality. That's why I don't like doing these kind of hyped up sales pages. It's better just to tell people exactly what the hell it is. Okay, if it's a ranking tool, it's a ranking tool. Okay, don't sell them on anything different. So if you're going to put the price up for the affiliates, and this kind of offer here for like the Didi and the Bing Ads Ppc Recipe, so be it. I'm not bothered about that. If I make less sales, I don't care, because they're going to be more qualified, and because they're willing to spend a little bit more anyway, right? And so as long as people understand what it is we've got and what it is we're selling, without any hype, without any freaking lies, and without any bullshit, then we're good to go. Okay, we're definitely good to go. And that way you can build a better audience, you can build a better relationship with that audience, and you can nurture that audience over time, because you got started on the right foot. Okay, you didn't start on the wrong foot. You didn't start with false expectations just to make a sale for $10 bloody profit. That's stupid. That is the most stupid thing that you can do. Don't ever do that kind of stuff. Be fair with people as far as what you've got. Tell them what it is you've got, and they can make their own decisions a lot of the time. If you just tell them what something does, they can deduce a lot of the time what the benefits are going to be. It's okay to point out the benefits, as long as the benefits are true and real and can meet the expectations, and it's not false hope. Okay, if you can do that, then you'll do pretty well. You'll have a longevity. Okay, the people who do the other, they burn the list really quickly. They get lots of people coming into the list fast from these launches. They burn the list very, very fast because they keep promoting more of these launches, which are all hyped up kind of sales pages. Promote only stuff that is coming from quality marketers who don't need to tell lies on the sales pages, who don't need to bullshit anything there. They just basically put out the information from their own testing, from their own results, what they've got. Yes, they can talk it up, but at least it's real freaking information. It's not bullshit, and it's not stuff made up just to make a sale from some affiliate somewhere who's got an email list and he really wants to make a sale, so he's hyping it up as much as he bloody can. We don't need that, okay? We don't want that. That's the problem with affiliates promoting for you, because you don't know the affiliates, and everybody's your best friend when you've got something they want, and when you've got nothing they want, they're nowhere to be seen. So be careful of the people you're dealing with as much as you possibly can, but stick to your guns when it comes to your promotion stuff, because if you can be honest and you can kickstart on the right foot, even if it's less people, even if it's less sales, you will get more value from those people over time than somebody who's burning and churning their list, believe me. Okay, you can do, if you follow my training inside the members area for the ad blaster and for the lead blaster, you will learn how to do 4-figure promotions from one campaign, whereas these guys, they do a couple $100, and tomorrow they'll do maybe 150 or 250. You're going to do 4 figures, sometimes 5 figures, by promoting one thing a week if you follow my instructions and my training inside that member area. Anyway, so that's basically something I wanted to cover in this video, because tweaking and optimizing our campaigns is very, very good. So what I'll do, just to recap, I'm going to run this for another couple of days, but I'm changing the URL. So as it is, I've just basically taken off about 500 keywords that were not getting any impressions. I just tidied it up, and what I will do then is I will tidy up my ad, and we will actually, I won't change anything with my ads at the moment. What I will do is I'll just leave the ads as they are, but what I will do is make a new ad group, so that we've got all the best parts of this one in a new ad group. But this one I'm going to leave running an extra 2 days, but I will change the landing page before I cut it off, so it's going to have 2 days on a new landing page, which is going to be a sales page. That way we can see some money coming in, rather than somebody registering or giving me an email opt-in for a checklist, because the conversion rate is not that great, to be honest, there. So I need to try a different approach. Okay, so what I want to do is make sure that I've got, you know, the ability on that sales page for not screwing up my stats on the Warrior Plus, for having an exit intent pop up, for having retargeting pixels from Bing in there and from Google Ads in there, having remarketing on my video, which is basically set up anyway, and some other bits and pieces that we can do within that sales page on the Zaxit, with the Zaxit buttons, so that we've got a whole bunch of stuff happening at one time, and we can remarket those people anyway. They will still have an opt-in form, okay, but only when it's exit intent, so that way it's not in the way, and it's not going to affect the sale that way either. Okay, so that's it. Hope you got some value from this. Thank you for watching.